Let us continue the illustrations. Illustration number 9. A partnership firm is engaged in the business of plying, hiring, and leasing good carriages. The firm has 5 heavy good vehicles, out of which 2 are purchased on hire purchase. System on 21-2021. It has 4 good carriages other than heavy good vehicles. As per partnership deed, partners P and Q are entitled to salary 20,000 per month, interest 12% per annum on capital, row of rupees 2 lakh each. In this case, what will be the business income as per the provisions of section 44 AE? So we have to calculate the deemed income of heavy good vehicles. That is, we have computed on this 7,500 per month. For 3 vehicles, it will be 2,70,000. That means 7,500 into 3 into 12. Income of 2 vehicles 7,500 into 2 into 3 months 45,000. Then deemed income of other vehicles 7,500 into 4 into 12. That is 3,60,000. Total 6,75,000. Then we have to നമുക്ക് ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് ടു പാർട്ട്നേഴ്സ് ലെസ് ചെയ്യണം. എക്കും ബിക്കും 12% വെച്ച് 2 lakh എന്നാണ് കൊടുക്കുന്നത്. 24,000 പ്ലസ് 24,000 48,000 നമുക്ക് ലെസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ബുക്ക് പ്രോഫിറ്റ് വി ഗെറ്റ് 6,27,000. അതിന് 90% ഓഫ് 3 lakh or 1,50,000 which is greater ആണ് remuneration to partners book profit. So 2,70,000. Then balanced book profit in the 60%. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് 4,66,000 1,96,200 വരും. And then we got 4,66,200 as the remuneration to partners, or 4,80,000 whichever is less. We have to less 4,66,200 from 6,27,000. Then we got the business income of the firm 1,60,800. Then the next 12 points, special provisions in the case of shipment business in the case of non-residents. In the case of non-residents, that is section 44B. Profit and gains of a non-resident who is engaged in the business of operation of ships and opt for the provisions of section 44B of Income Tax Act would be taken at 7.5% the aggregate of the specified receipt. Then special provision in the case of business of operation of aircraft, section 44BBA. In the case of an associate being a non-resident engaged in the business of operation of aircraft, a sum total equal to 5% of the aggregate of the amount as specified being below shall be deemed to be the profit and gains of such business chargeable to tax under the head profit and gains of business or provision. Then specified amount for the purpose section is the amount paid or payable to the associate or to any other person on his behalf on account of the carriage of passengers, livestock, mail or goods from any place in India, and the amount received or deemed to be received in India or by behalf of the SSC on account of the carriage of passengers, livestock, mail or goods from any place outside India. So 5% of the aggregate of the amount is specified below shall be deemed to be the profit and gains of such business chargeable to tax on the profit and gains of business or provisions. Then 14 points, special provisions in the case of certain turnkey power projects, section 44BBB, triple B. In this case of an SSC being a foreign company engaged in the business of a civil construction or the business of eviction, erection of plant or machinery or testing or commissioning thereof in connection with the turnkey power project approved by the central government in his behalf, a sum equal to 10% of the amount paid or payable to the said SSC or to any person on his behalf on account of such a civil construction, erection, testing or commissioning shall be deemed to be the profit and gains of such business chargeable to tax under the head profit and gains of business or professions. That is about the turnkey power projects. And special provisions in the case of royalty income of non-residents, section 44DA. As per the section, the income by way of royalty or fees for technical services received from government or an Indian concern in pursuance of an agreement made by a non-resident not being a company or a foreign company with government or Indian concern after the 31st day of March 2003, where such non-resident or a foreign company carries on business in India through a permanent establishment situated therein or performs professional services from the fixed place of profession situated therein and the right property or contract in respect of which royalties or fees for technical services are paid is effectively connected with the such permanent establishment or fixed place of profession as the case may be shall be computed under the heads profit and gains of business or profession according with the provision of the act. So special provision in the case of royalty of income on non-resident, section 44DA ആണ്. സോ ഈ ഒരു സെക്ഷൻ പ്രകാരം ഇൻകം റോയൽറ്റി ടെക്നിക്കൽ സർവീസ് നമ്മൾ ഗവൺമെൻറ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇന്ത്യൻ കൺസേൺ അത് നമ്മൾ റിസീവ് ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ബൈ നോൺ റെസിഡൻ്റ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഫോറിൻ കമ്പനി ആണെങ്കിൽ ഇന്ത്യൻ കൺസേൺ ആഫ്റ്റർ 31st March 2003 ആയിരിക്കണം. Then 16, certain income of offshore banking units and international financial service center, section 80 LA. As per section, 100% of income from 5 consecutive years generated by an offshore banking unit or international financial services center is eligible for tax deductions. After this period of 5 years, there is a 50% of tax reduction available for the following 5 years. So 100% of income from 5 consecutive years നമുക്കത് ഡിഡക്റ്റബിൾ ആണ്, സോറി എലിജിബിൾ ഫോർ ടാക്സ് ഡിഡക്ഷൻ ആണ്. ദെൻ ആഫ്റ്റർ ഈ 5 ഇയേഴ്സിന് ശേഷമാണെങ്കിൽ ദർ മീൻസ് 50% ഓഫ് ടാക്സ് ഡിഡക്ഷൻ ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും ഫോർ ദി ഫോളോയിങ് ഇനി പിന്നെയുള്ള 5 ഇയേഴ്സിലാണ്. That is the certain income of offshore banking. Then profit and gains of industrial undertakings or enterprise engaged in infrastructure development, etc. Section 18 IA. This deduction is available to enterprise by a company or consortium of companies or by an authority or a board of a corporation or any other statutory body carrying of business of developing, operating and maintaining an infrastructure facility which start operating and maintaining the infrastructure facilities on after Fund for 1995 but up to 31/3/2007. Deduction is allowed as 100% of profit and gains for 10 consecutive assessment years. So this reduction available ആയിരിക്കും the company അല്ലെങ്കിൽ consortium of companiesനാണ്. സോ ഓപ്പറേറ്റിംഗ് ആൻഡ് മെയിൻറ്റെയിനിങ് ഇൻഫ്രാസ്ട്രക്ചർ ഫെസിലിറ്റീസ് ആണ്. അത് ഓപ്പറേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഇൻഫ്രാസ്ട്രക്ചർ ഫെസിലിറ്റീസ് എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ആഫ്റ്റർ 1st April 1995 അപ് ടു 31st March 2017 വരെ ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും. സോ ഡിഡക്ഷൻ വന്ന് 100% ഓഫ് പ്രോഫിറ്റ് ഓൺ ഗെയിൻസിൻ്റെ 10 കോൺസിക്യൂട്ടീവ് അസസ്മെൻറ്റ് ഇയറിൽ ഡിഡക്ഷൻ അലൗഡ് ആണ്. Then next deduction, an undertaking section is an undertaking owned by an Indian undertaking set up for reconstruction or revival of power generating plants which begin to transmit or distribute power before 31st March 2011. So the deduction is allowed as 100% of profit and gains for 10 consecutive assessment years. Here 100% deduction allowed ആണ് for the 10 consecutive years. Section പറയുന്നത് 18 IA തന്നെയാണ്, സെയിം സെക്ഷനാണ് ഡീൽ ചെയ്യുന്നത് for the Indian undertaking set up for reconstruction or revival. Then last section, profit and gains of an undertaking or enterprise engaged in development of CEZ, a special economic zone notified on after 1st April 2005 under the Special Economic Zones Act 2005, section 18 AB. So here the deduction is allowed to necessary in case of development of special economic zones begin before 1st April 2017. Reduction allowed ചെയ്യണമെങ്കിൽ അത് ഡെവലപ്മെൻറ്റ് തുടങ്ങുന്നത് 1st April 2017 മുന്നേ ആയിരിക്കണം, ബിഫോർ ആയിരിക്കണം. സോ റിഡക്ഷൻ ഇസ് അലൗഡ് ആസ് 100% ഓഫ് പ്രോഫിറ്റ് ഓൺ ഗെയിൻസ് ഫോർ 10 കോൺസിക്യൂട്ടീവ് ഇയേഴ്സ് assessment years and out of 15 years beginning with the year in which the cess is notified by the government. So 100% deduction is allowed. So these are the certain deductions sections. Then illustrations, the sections up to 18 IAB, profit and gains of an undertaking enterprise engaged in the cess on after 1st April 2005. So thank you.